What's up everyone, here is AhkTaar, welcome back on my YouTube channel. In this video I'm gonna talk about the strategy to beat this boss right here, stage 65 of the Desert Rotation in the Elemental City. This is the team I used, so don't worry, you don't need Nicholas if you don't have him. Here I'm using two mythic heroes, but in fact you can replace them with other kind of heroes. You are gonna see the strategy is pretty accessible and I love that. So let's talk about the boss. First of all, this is the main source of damage coming from him, the basic attack, 300% attack damage to all enemies. But if you can inflict wet on him, then the damage are gonna be reduced by half, and this is really important, but it's not mandatory. I'm gonna show you what I used. An attack reduction and the consolidation on your heroes is good enough, and some shields also. So if you have Villette, maybe you can use her because she is gonna provide repel on your heroes, and the main source of damage inflicted to the boss come from your basic attacks, and he's gonna have a huge amount of HP, 300k, something like this, 300 million. So yeah, you need to use this specific mechanic, basic attack only. So you have also Edith. She is great because she is a direct damage hero. She deals some decent amount of damage against this boss, probably using the basic attack. So and also she can inflict wet too on the boss, which is pretty nice to reduce the damage with a direct damage dealer. But it's probably not the best solution, but still. So he has a passive here. He is immune to speed down, so it doesn't matter to use a space, Guhana or Nicholas. He has 75% damage reduction when he has the sand shield on him, but he's gonna lose the shield when he's gonna release his ultimate. So you want to attack him, put the buffs on your heroes, the attack buffs, etc., everything to increase your damage right after he uses his ultimate, because when he loses this wild sand, that means after using the ultimate, the shield is going to become invalid, and your basic attack damage, the basic attack damage taken by the boss is going to be increased by 400%. This is why you are going to need some counter attacks. Pursuits are also great, and heavy damage dealer with the basic attack. So you're going to see what I used. If you have a Lucifer, this is the best hero to use against this boss. If you don't have Lucifer, you can ask your guild member to share one with you. If you don't have any direct damage dealer, then yeah, ask for your guildmates to share a Lucifer. So then the ultimate here is gonna deal an AoE attack, 400% of attack damage to all enemies after entering Wild Sand status, and when he is in Wild Sand he doesn't have the shield anymore, so you have increase in damage. He's gonna reduce his own speed by 1, and every time you are gonna take a turn with your heroes, he is gonna use his basic attack on you up to 10 times, and once he reaches 10 layers of sand soil, that means after using 10 times the basic attack, he is gonna lose his status here. So he is gonna get the shield again. So every 10 turns on your heroes, he is gonna get the damage reduction by 75%, and so you have to wait until he releases again his ultimate in order to be able to deal some damage to him. So as all bosses in the Elemental City, he is immune to control effects and takes 75% less turn meter reduction effect, and his max HP can be reduced up to 75% of the original max HP cap. You have some heroes to reduce the total max HP of enemies, but I'm not sure that it's the way to go. You have a Lamb who can do that, you have a Geta, but you can't reach 75%, so at the moment it doesn't really matter. Don't use this kind of heroes. But if you have an Agatha, probably she's gonna deal a nice amount of damage and be really tanky because she can apply a shield on herself if you have the exclusive one, but I don't know if it is the best solution to use. But look at my team here. And this is what I used. Mamuk To tank the waves, super easy with Mamuk. The best hero you can have on your account to deal with the waves here, on this kind of stuff, of waves and elemental city stuff. Nita to clear waves. The best hero you can have use with Hezonja or Quinlan to deal with waves. Insane amount of damage in AoE. And also great direct damage, you're gonna see that against the boss. Megan to destroy the boss. Basically, she deals insane amounts of damage using the basic attack and the ultimate. She is really easy to gear if you have exclusives on her. You need the second exclusive at least to beat the boss with her. Otherwise, she won't buff her crit damage, and the damage are not gonna be the same as me in my video. And finally, AhkTaar to lower the defense and the tenacity of the boss by 60%. And increase my attack by 40%. So using that, I'm gonna deal insane amounts of damage to the boss. So let me run the video so you're gonna see the strategy. First of all, as you can see, yeah, this is the team I used, 161 turns. So if I run the video from the beginning, this is how I dealt with the waves. As you can see, I have the taunt and the immortal on my Mamuk, so everybody is targeting him only, which is pretty insane. This is so great. He can't die, and I don't take damage on my other heroes. Only the Drake can target my other heroes. And look at the damage from Nita. She is just amazing here. I love this hero. So if you don't have HP burners, Nita, take her. For sure, 100% take Nita. She is insane in all content in the game, and you have the proof here. Using only Nita, all the enemies are dead here so fast. She is insane. And all enemies are still targeting my Mamuk. This is pretty insane. But I killed them too fast, so now I don't have the Immortal and the Taunt anymore on my Mamuk. I have to wait one turn. So I'm gonna try to avoid putting some debuffs on the Scorpios, otherwise they are gonna pursue, take more turns, and probably kill my heroes. So now the goal is to buff my heroes and to tank. So it worked. First turn down, so now I can apply again the Immortal and the Taunt on my Mamuk, and I can apply all the debuffs I want, because the Scorpios are always gonna try to attack my Mamuk, but he is immortal, so this is incredibly great. And the wave is dying super fast. So the wave is almost down. Just gonna use some basic attack. I don't need to control them. And no wave anymore. Perfect. Boss wave. I'm still immortal, and with the taunt, I took an attack because the Drake died first before others, so he inflicted an attack to my heroes. This is what you want normally to kill the Drake in last position, but in fact it doesn't really matter. If you can tank only one attack, it's okay. So now, as you can see, the boss has the shield, so he doesn't take any damage, but once he's gonna use his ultimate, he's gonna lose the shield, and after that, here now, he has the debuff, and I can inflict a huge amount of damage on the boss using my basic attacks, and this is pretty insane. So every time I'm gonna use a turn with my heroes, at the end, he is gonna use his basic attack on my heroes. This is why Mamuk is really important here, to reduce the attack of the boss by 40%, and also thanks to Catherine, I have the counter attack to deal more damage, and I have the consolidation too and the shield. This is really important. AhkTaar is great here, because the damage inflicted by the boss are not huge, and so he can put on him the immunity to death. The damage immunity, which is pretty insane here, in fact. So now, as you can see, he has again the shield. So I can't inflict damage to him anymore. I have to wait until he is gonna use his ultimate again. So I just release my attacks. Then, right before he uses his ultimate, I'm gonna use the buffs on my heroes. So I will be able to tank the next attacks. Perfect. And now he's gonna use his ultimate, lose the shield, and now I can inflict some damage. And look at the amount of damage, 8 million using the basic attack of Megan. She is just insane. Because without exclusives on her, She gets a lot of crit rate, and you need only something around 38% crit rate on her. She will almost always land a crit, because using her ultimate, she self-buffs her crit rate. And she has a passive, she increases the crit rate of my heroes by 12%. She is insane. I love Megan so much. And look at the damage taken by the boss already. 5 turns taken by the boss. It's working so well. So this is the way to go. Mamuk is here for the shield on my heroes, the extra shield, and to lower the attack of the boss. Then I lower the defense and the tenacity thanks to my AhkTaar, and I increase the attack of my heroes by 40% thanks to AhkTaar also. Nita can deal some direct damage to the boss, and Megan is the main source of damage against the boss. AhkTaar is doing pretty well though, using the basic attack. Even if he is built as a control unit at the moment without a huge amount of DPS stats, he is still great. But he could be even better here, to be honest. And now I can deal some damage again. Great, great, great. You have to follow this mechanic because the boss has 320 million HP. So if you are not using direct damage heroes, you can't kill the boss basically. This is the only way to kill the boss, using direct damage heroes. And this is almost done. As you can see, he has 6 layers, so I'm gonna release another turn. Oh, he attacked me one more time, get an extra layer here, one more time. Every turn of my heroes, he is taking this buff on him. And boom. Now he won't take any more damage, but I have to wait some turns before he uses again his ultimate. So basically I just have to wait until he releases his ultimate, and once it is done, now he's gonna take damage again and he's gonna die. Perfect. Done. 161 turns. Stage 65. So, that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, as usual, please like, comment and subscribe, and then see you in the next one. Bye bye!